Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode, we'll be going over the road of T1 to the finals of Worlds 2023. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
I can see a smirk there, a wry smile on his face as he manages to get probably the most success.
Sides here, as there might be a dive onto Summit, but Guma and Carry, are they going to be okay with pyosik moving in?
Yeah, Summit trying to deal with this minion wave, but it is just too big. They do manage to get a teleport out. Can they kill him in time? That is going to be the 1-for-1 as now the stun comes in. It's a 2-for-1 and TL trade up. Now pyosik making his move towards the bottom side. The Q's going to land. Gumayushi's in so much trouble, and
T1 just goes for the blades. Arrow coming in.
Yeah, Ona is going to get blocked out, so pyosik is going to be able to take this one. The arrow's going to connect, but Yun is going to be able to cleanse that one away. Ona's still looking for more. As the shockwave lands, pyosik is going to try and safeguard his way out, but the hostile takeover will cancel that, and Faker will grab some attention. Wards everywhere. Arrow going to connect onto APA. The hostile takeover comes through, and there is the chaining of CC. I don't know which
Reds might be looking towards playing Faker. pyosik does have his ult.
Yeah, there is the Warthog flash. Scatter the Weak not going to be able to get the stun there, though, as pyosik is going to be the target here. Faker wanting some revenge, gets the flash out of him in trade for the shockwave, as now Zeus is looking to put in some support as well. Not going to be able to catch up. TL with 3-man strong here in the mid lane against the 3 of T1. Oh! The flash forward from Zeus is going to be scattered. APA doesn't have a flash of his own, though, as the shockwave was looking to grab pyosik, but they'll get the free kill on the Syndra. APA not able to make his way out.
And particularly on such a long lane, between the speed up from Faker plus the speed up from Jace, as Cole goes in.
Storm, that is going to be the hostile takeover, though. It's Gumayushi's just raining hell down on Core JJ. He's going to be the first one to fall, but Summit does get the all-out onto Carrier. Not going to be able to bail himself out of this one. Bit too expensive, but the Q3 is going to connect, and now Gumayushi's in trouble. The arrow's going to connect onto Young, but it was Summit that was the problem. And TL will answer back beautifully in mid. Going to go back towards this bottom side of the map and try and clear up these minion waves. Core JJ finds Faker once again. Shattering Strike going to come through, but he's going to be pulled back by the shockwave. The dissonance comes in. There's the Magnet Storm as Faker is pulled forward. Can he find the clockwork windup? He doesn't need it. Without Flash, Orianna doesn't exactly have too many methods, and now the TL Baron that we were just talking about, they're going to consider it here. The rest of T1 are in the area. Faker has teleport. There's 30 seconds on TL to make this play, and if they can lock this down, it could be a huge advantage for them. They need to keep Owner out of this pit, though, as APA, he's going down low. Core JJ looking for his opportunity. Can he play bouncer? They get him out of the pit, and it's going to be pyosik that locks down the Baron. Can they win the fight, though, is the question. The hostile takeover gets the kill, utilizing Yun to kill APA. It's a disaster for TL, and Zeus, he knows it. He's flashing over walls. Yun's going to be able to pick up one, though, with these chakrams. Have a feeling that that might be all he's going to be able to get, but let's see what he can do here. Uses the last of his mana on the moonshot. And yeah, he's in an alcove, and I don't know whether he's getting out unless it's fun.
And right now, TL is looking to peel. They're hoping to get the teleport and then peel. They do not want to flip this.
Area is just going to get caught out of position. Core JJ is there, and that is going to be the pickoff to start this one. Even the Rift Skull is going to stay with the kick on the Faker from pyosik. It does not stop from this man today. And Ona down to 50%. Of course, Summit's got the Q3, and it's a double for APA, and that's going to be a Baron for TL.
pyosik is legitimately the defending world champion, getting 2 kills for TL. No jungler for T1. That's the second Baron of the game.
2 for 2 for Liquid. I'm giving it at least 50-50 now, boys. 100%. That is going to be the
Will be incredible. Right now, though, Baron power play actually working out okay.
Summit has to be able to escape this.
Trying to get out of the way, but the Glacial Prison is going to connect. The arrow is going to sail wide. He tries to all out his way through. Does still have a bit of a shield, but Faker will finish him off now. Still needed a lot of resources to lock that one down, as Baron is going to be utilized to try and take down this inner turret as well. But T1 going to get themselves into position. The volley is going to tag them. Not going to push into...
Going for Radiant Virtue here on the Renata, trying to build the Mosekiness.
Scatter the Weak trying to come forward here. Summit just by himself, finds himself, and Q the Magnet Storm onto 3 is gigantic, and Summit's going all out. He's going to get out of the fight as well with Gumayushi. He's taken down Yun already. And Core JJ, both of them are going to go golden, and it's T1 that just roll over the top of TL, and even Summit will not be allowed to escape as Gumayushi looking to chase after him. He's got the ward in the brush, And I have a feeling Summit, by going the wrong direction, is probably still going to die.
After a 35-minute nail-biter with 2 Barons going over to TL, T1, well, they don't get the clean ace because Summit stays alive, but
they were winning until they weren't. Chronicler, and that is going to be the Nexus turrets falling down. Our observers following the story of Summit, but it's the Nexus that needs to be addressed, and T1 are gonna take the game, the first game of Swiss.
Let's say with Kha'Zix, if you do fall behind against this much CC, this much damage to the Orianna, and now it's going to be Aatrox.
Port is also going to come down into the mid lane, or come up, I should say, as now Keria is here. He's got a combo going as the rest of Gen G is trying to come out and punish this, but it's actually T1 who are now in a 3v2 situation. Peanut has to flash away. Even Guma's joining the fight, and T1 are going to start and invade the jungle against the Kha'Zix here. And a little play down on the bottom side to flash away at the same time, but we got Owner looking for the solo, and he's just gonna dunk onto Peanut as Toby.
Spiking so hard right now. They're only up 700 gold here, but the items they have, on the carries they have, are just so deadly. They're gonna actually take this turret, maybe more.
Paze is just eating the damage. I mean, he just sits on the ball, and Faker says, thank you very much.
Get those first few without a real fight as Dorn once again looking for an opportunity.
Wait, this is the same spot. I saw this already, but it was Kaza. But Faker says, I am different. I can challenge you. And that he will. He's just holding on, waiting for the 1 second for his shockwave. Doesn't even need it as Toby gonna come in, dodging the shuriken as Faker, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's alone against 3, and now Zeus is on the run to light, trying to continue on this one. Paze running into the rest of T1, but they will just be able to get away by for some resets. But T1 barreling into the river. It looks like they do want to challenge this in the bottom side. Delight is a bit caught out, but he is recon, and now he's going back in. He's looking for the big engage with that Rumble ultimate over the top. That's going to be the Kaisa just gone in this fight before it even began, as Toby just running down the top side alongside of Doran, and that is a clean ace to the side of Gen G.
That's Delight.
This is very well set up for them to just take the Cloud Soul, and that they will. They're just going to take down the objective, and in the front is Owner. He's just going to get ripped to shreds immediately. Guma doesn't even get to do damage in this fight, as Zeus on the run as well, taking a punch. In goes Guma, trying to do something, but at this point it just looks like Gen G are in total control of this game, and Faker just gonna walk away with just his life. The rest of his team is gone.
Front, he looks like a squishy target. Maybe you can push onto this recon, but Delight will turn on you on a dime, and they just cannot close the distance. Owner tries, ultimately without Faker's help, but like I was saying before, everything needs to work together with T1, and if there's no vision, if there's no choke point control, you just cannot do it against Gen G.
Oh boy, Faker trying his best, but I think Gen Z have their sights on the Nexus as a massive equalizer over the top, just the cherry on top.
The side, that would be super powerful. It's more of that Faker just wants this for the general theme of their team.
Pressure on does commit the flash this time around, doesn't find a ton of success, but they are really just trying to tax C9 everywhere, knowing Blabber was topside, knowing he was pushed out there. He's forced to flash and fudge. Now level 6 is up.
Oh, he's taken way too much damage from that equalizer already. He's gonna go.
Leaving Berserker down bot lane for a long time. It's allowed Keria to push the wave, recall, and now be on the way to Rift Herald, which wouldn't give C9 time to kill it.
2v2 at the top side. The equalizer getting some big value, and now Owner is going to join up with this one, as they do want to extend this play, but not sure if they want to overextend, as Sven has come on in. The flag and drag goes in up to the recon. His Owner just doesn't give a damn. He has Keria behind him, gets him in the death chamber. That's the ultimate comes out, and everybody is going down on the side of C9 in the top lane. T1 just burning them to a crisp in the top lane.
Back in the river and look for a fight or drop the Herald mid.
While they're over the wall, they're looking for Sven as he is going to get dunked on, and he's got one hope, his ultimate ability, but that's not going to do enough as he was
over the wall and throwing Qs at Berserker and Berserker juking them. There was never like a counterplay that C9 would be able to make.
Fudge in a lot of trouble. He flashes onto the other side of the equalizer. Zeus just taking this one off. Fudge is still alive underneath this turret. He's just going to get flagged from that.
Hold his own in mid lane and press his F keys really good and talk.
He's been pressing his keys pretty well. Owner, once again, maybe it's showboating, I'm not sure. Owner in a little bit of trouble as he does have some help from his squad, but he is going to be able to get away. Blabber gets hooked by the feathers, and now there's a massive equalizer on the entirety of C1, just trying to, C9 rather, trying to retreat out of this one. That's a huge fight comes out from Keria, and they turn this one around, and even the tower can't get into this one, as Courier will disable that. This might just be a clean ace going into the hands of T1, and that it is. Nobody will fall on the side of T1.
An insane win here for T1, but we all saw it coming. They had control over the Dragon, and at this point in time, Owner is just so tanky, he could absorb a lot of that damage, and as the turn begins,
we've had a
That's a
couple
pretty big
of 24-minute games as well. And, you know, Wolf was talking about it before. We're on pace for a perfect game. That's just going to be Berserker dead for free. There's just no help onto the turret. He has flash, but no time to react. And T1 are just taking whatever they want on this map right now.
On that inhibitor turret, if they want to commit to it, they don't even have to. And T1 have control over every zone. To be safe, they will, of course, sync up the waves. They're going to put Faker in the bottom lane here. And Blabber...
Hey, he got the blue buff.
Yeah.
You know what?
At what cost?
That's pretty good. He got the buff. Oh, no, he's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he's being chased down here by Owner. I think that carry is just going to let him do the 1v1 thing, and there he goes, dunked into... You know, they're on pace to try to break one of the fastest games that we have had here in the Swiss stage. The turrets of the Nexus are already going down. C9, they're going to have to make one last stand, and they get the knock up here on a Zeus, who loses a total of 0 health at this point in time as the Bard ultimate comes out as well. And Carry is having a lot of fun at this point. Fudge is in that back line, but he's just going to be ripped to shreds by the feathers once again. As T1 will play with their food, they will get what they deserve after this victory. As down will go the Nexus.
So he can pull it out whenever he wants, baby. He has the card. Yes. You can pull the Nidalee card whenever.
Marked with the spear. The 3-man invade coming out from BLG. Crash down. Not going to find anything other than the red buff. Now they're backing away. Red buff still at about 1,000 HP. Owner taking some damage, gets ignited, has to continue falling back. Shun still trying to find a little bit of poke here. They engage. Oh, nicely catching Owner out, but now Shun's going to back away. Owner with a flash out, trying to stay alive, but now Elk is under pressure, down to 100 HP. They're nearly going to kill him. It's first blood back over to T1. The invade crashes and burns. Now Shun has to try to get away. The flash is already down. Can he escape the power of the Kench? He's been hit with the lick, the flash of the wall. How many licks to the center of a Nidalee pop? It's only going to take one more. Shun falls. Carrier grabs the second kill of the game for T1. Owner picks up the eyeball. Everybody came to the party, but now we're all leaving to go do our homework. Carrier finds a tongue lash onto Yagao. No more follow-up here just yet. Nice root coming out from Gumayushi. Now they're going to go in. There's the wombo combo. T1 ain't going to kill anybody just yet. Yagao barely gets away. Owner's ready to swoop in for the Cataclysm. And On gets turned off. Gumayushi flips the switch. And now Shun tries to fire back.
Side Faker, they are identical right now. And he's only at 13 CS. The Sen are doing wonders for T1.
Yeah. Total damage. Zaya's topping those charts, but it's pretty easy to do when you're Gnar against a melee. Flashing forward. Mega Gnar into the wall. Wallop, rock toss. One more hit will do it. Zaya.
They're going to be able to push at least half of it. BLG, this is the moment.
All right. TP coming in. They want to try to stop this. Find a punish. Knock up on 2 coming out from Owner. Gumayushi looking to disengage back up towards the top side of the jungle. TP coming in now. T1 regrouping. Low health bars on BLG.
Zeus is taking towers right now. Zeus did not join. T1 said, we're fine without you, buddy.
All right, pin is low. Still lots of free firing damage coming out from Gumayushi. Remember, there is no ulti available for Alcon. Goes in, finding a Magnet Storm onto 3, but he ain't gonna find any kills just yet. On is gonna die first. They take out the jungler second. Ben ain't gonna get it. Shun is down. T1, run them over.
The range is lethal from T1. 4 versus 5, BLG just can't even get close to T1. And when they finally do, Carrier devours his mid laner and brings him back into the fight to wreak havoc. Carrier, he's not done.
Oh no, he even stops Ben's recall. If he gets this croc here, there it is. Abyssal dive takes him out. Zaya's about ready to transform. Magnet Storm was used for a whole lot of nothing. Owner's got Yagao locked down, but Owner's gonna drop instead. They'll trade him back for the mid laner, and Shun falls too. Now it's 2 inhibitors down and a 4v3 for T1. The souls are all over the place, but they're the souls of BLG players, as T1 is not stopping here. Elk may have been the one to take out Owner, but now the push just keeps going. Zayas will grab another on Ben, as Elk has the killer instinct right back into his own fountain. He flashes away just to live. T1 just stomped BLG in game 1.
too.
Hey, man,
right
she was the
now.
main character of that show. How can the main character not have
Okay, Tom Kench is a good answer.
Yeah, ping up here in the top side. As now we are going to see a TP coming in, but it's from Yagao, who just picked up the Leandries. Owner's going to lose the opportunity for his combo, and the Dragon's going over to T1. But what about the fight? On trying to get away. Guma wants to get excited. Beautiful engage on Yagao. T1 may lose their jungler, but they're going to get 3 and a Drake back for it.
It only
Top lane for them. If you're looking at what's going on up there, Bin could be a serious issue, and if you're BLG, that's something you know you can play around as the game goes forward. On's going to be caught by Shockwave. He could not live through it.
looking for a potential play, maybe a dive. But no, it looks like with the wave clip from Zez Flash.
Oh, Owner just flashing in, looking for the damage here onto Elk. Nearly finds him. Super Mega Death Rocket ain't gonna get it, but the flag will be planted.
And half-elfed him, but now he's behind them with a big flank.
He's looking for the flank. Beautiful two-man stun. Guma Yushi gets hit by it. On's coming around from the side. Guma's got to be careful, but Shun flashes back over the wall off to the left, keeping himself alive as Elk gets trapped in the Cataclysm here yet again. The feathers fly. Owner tries to stay alive. A dunk from the Super Mega Death Rocket. A double kill of Guma Yushi. He's excited, and he just can't fight it. T1 are turning this game on
See the mountain goats up on those tiny cliffs? Like, it is crazy. Right,
they're trying to catch Owner this time, but instead, it's On, and Guma Yushi's unstoppable. They found Yagao! Shut down!
Zeus right for him. The two bouncers here, Keria and Zeus, gonna make sure he's getting nowhere near that thing.
He's not getting
Nope.
an opportunity to even try.
Oh, but they got him with the tongue lash.
Oh!
Elk has to flash over the wall. Elk with a potential massive outplay as Zeus goes into the stasis, but he keeps himself alive. Guma Yushi is dominating, and Bin will not find the stun here with a counter strike.
All of T1 is, yes, Faker with his crown shattered.
Okay, Owner with the engage, forcing the flash out of Yagao. Beautiful flag and drag right back out over the wall. Bin gonna be the target now as On looks to try to provide some disruption. Shun back over with a ball breaker, but he ain't gonna find a whole lot. Re-engage from Owner. Stopwatch to stop them in their tracks. Oh my goodness, it's T1! Just absolutely rolling over them. Double kill for Guma, triple kill for Guma. Owner picks up another. Bin's the last man left alive, and he's gonna walk home with a broken leg. T1 absolutely dominating.
T1, hang on, back in the action.
Back in the action yet again. Shun trying to get away. Super Mega Death Rocket not gonna find the target, but Guma Yushi finds the kill on Elk instead, and they'll happily take that. Bin trying to disengage with a lead strike back to his jungler, but now he's gonna be thrown up in the air by Owner yet again. Shut down over to Guma Yushi. T1 may have just won the game.
Another convincing fight for T1. BLG just, they have no options in the fight. T1 are just consistently getting the better of them. Shun is forced to retreat. The TP now coming in from both Zeus and Faker.
T1 are ready to end it here. The early game was tough. The top lane was rough. And for BLG, it was not enough. T1, the greatest team ever in League of Legends, is ready to bring it back and do it again. They're on the Nexus, and they're on their way to the quarterfinals.
Something that I've heard about. Neela's gonna get locked in. It is the Neela Senna lane. This is
3 members in the area, ready to set up. Scout on the flank, however, gonna look for the shove. Is gonna manage to catch only Zeus in the meantime. Baker still standing strong. Shockwave getting good damage down. T1 quick to force the fight. Sika not powerful enough to force that one through. T1 taking one and might just turn right back to the Herald. Further extend Faker's lead, as you can see on the bottom of your screen there. Scout doing what he can to just push everything back, but now they might just go in for the counter punch. Scout pulled away, forced to flash out to safety. The Herald still connects. Now Faker gonna be in trouble, but again, there's no follow-up damage here. Oriana just sitting pretty. Thank you very much, Tarzan. That was terrible. And now what the hell? T1, they're living.
is gonna be On.
Have to be careful about locking themselves in the pit. Keep your eyes on Guma if he gets to the back line. Owner now stepping forward. Dragon Soul stolen, and now it's Guma Yushi looking to tear through the entire team. Goes golden right to the back line. Zeus continuing to step up, but Zeka needs to be the difference maker. Zeka needs to hold on, but there are too many members free firing into the Gwen. Zeus stands strong on the backside of the fight, taking down so many members.
One as well.
An incredible start to the series. Zeus off to the side, but LNG has to be careful about overcommitting. Zeus still just taunting them, teasing them. Blitzcrank, can the hook come out? Cataclysm locking him in. They will connect, but he pulls him back. Apotheosis! Guma Yushi ascending to godhood in that moment.
spreads. T1 too far ahead. They make it look effortless.
It's a clean ace for T1. Faker shockwaves the minions just to speed up the demise of LNG. The Korean fans erupt here as T1 gonna claim game number 1.
Busan will not be silenced.
Yes! This is so funny because I was talking about that in Pick and Ban game number.
Follow up there instead. The Herald immediately going to get dropped. T1 now looking to grab 2 plates here. Flash in though. Owner's not happy with just 2 plates. Scout now going to be in trouble, but they can't quite find the damage. Faker going forward, looking for a bit of revenge after the first tower dive. He will.
And we'll try to retake some of this vision. And LNG are going to try to get the scuttle and see if they can find the better angle for the engage.
Scuttle down. Gala great guns for a fight. In terms of sustained DPS, he absolutely outclasses Guma. But if it just comes down to a poke battle, he will not come out on top. LNG forcing the issue.
Hong doesn't have a good angle to engage at all, though. Like, look where he's playing. He's almost like trying to mark Zeus, but he needs to get the backline. They're going to go.
Flash in. Owner Gala manages to make it out safety. Isolated for now. Looking for Zeus over the wall. Zeus on the backline. But Gala forced to safety. Chakrams stacked. Zeus can't find the angle, but the shutdown coming through for Faker. T1 taking the fight anyway. Gala looked good.
As he comes over the side there, gets right into both the carries from LNG.
To force the fight here. T1 has to be careful about grouping for the Infernum ultimate.
Owner a little bit chunked here, and Hong's looking for that angle. They're going to try to pinch Zeus.
Dragon resetting a little bit here. Both sides backing away. It's just a battle of poke. Both sides hoping to bait the other one into pressing the trigger. The charm now coming through. Will it be enough to lock down Zeus? No is the answer. Scout given to the Aatrox as tribute, and now Gala's in trouble. T1 coming alive. They see the window of opportunity. They see the weakness in the armor of LNG, and they tear it asunder. There is no room left in the fight. T1 will take everything they want in this game too. Hung, a last desperate effort, but the TP's coming mid. I mean, that's going to be game.
They're going to throw for the end. T1 put LNG in a lose-lose position. You have to contest for this objective. Elder, just too much power to give over. But T1 patiently prodding, find the angle.
And the fervor of the fans in Busan will not force T1 to play over-aggressive. They keep their discipline, they remain composed, they close out cleanly versus LNG in game 2 and bring us to match point, a semifinal spot on the line. They're really, really poor, I do think, for LNG. For LNG, I think the early game is going to become so incredible.
It's a return player from Tarzan.
Rinse and repeat, finding the lineup, finding the angle, instant damage coming through for Aphelios. They can get the root as well if they can find the mark. But nice counter punch coming in from Guma, using the ult to stop the play in its tracks. Gala continuing to step up. Desperate to get a little bit more here, but has to be careful. The mark now coming through. Bar is good damage. Guma wants to finish it, and he gets it! Absolutely!
Back of it. Hong and Gala around. Tarzan is sniffing, but it's going to be too little, it's going to be too late, so it's about the fight if it's about anything.
On to Guma. Follow-up is there. Owner not going to connect. Zik on the backside. Hostile takeover is clean, and again, there's no cleanse available for Gala. It stops the play for now. Zika trying to find one. Owner surely should fall here. Still standing because of the bailout, but he will eventually die. And in just a couple of seconds here, counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Faker going to try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off. Are they going to kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst, and here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is gonna do it.
Herald just push Tarzan off. They'll secure the top tier 1, so they don't even need to use the Herald. Just get a quick reset. Go
basically an isolated 1v1, which with the Jace,
Faker
he's always gonna win.
In the darkness, coming through, the pushback onto Zeus to the skies. Ulti goes a little bit wide, but the second half of the root on the Chain of Corruption will catch. Owner wants to keep this 1v1 going. Scout now retreating. Scout now coming in. Stun goes in. The pullback nice from Scout, buying a bit more time. But now again, the follow-up. The steadfast presence. And who is steadfast if not T1 in the face of elimination? 3 backs.
This early on is Tarzan.
Tarzan. That's your side of the rift. Zeus backing away. Gala off to the side. He can root up 2. Follow-up autos there. Roots. No, this buying a bit more time with the hostile takeover. Now they're autoing each other. They're just killing each other. LNG, the fight instantly turned to beautiful from Carrier, but Scout can't get the damage. It is not enough.
T1 are going to keep the chase going. Faker's going to take the Hex hit. He wants to wrap behind them. Look at mid. Mid, they're going to try to get both towers. They'll prevent the charge on the tier 1 by killing it off. So they're going to push in that Herald and go for 2 towers off of the play. And off of the delay there from T1, they get a kill. They take 2 towers. They're going to get a 3rd charge mid as well.
And they got the Hextech Drake with all that going on as well. Soul point again at 18 minutes.
Can they make it work? Tarzan stepping forward, frontlining. The handshake pulls them back. The Baron already gone. There's no fight left. It's still Owner goes in, finds the knockup on 2. Zika in the back line. They're just forced to back away. But again, discipline is the story for T1. They got what they came for, and they walk away.
T1 get everything. They get the TP off Zika, they get the Bear, and they're pushing down that top lane, and they're going to be able to answer mid. Maybe you lose the tier 1, but look at Carry. He's setting up for a
Hostile
play.
takeover. Shockwave there. Hostile takeover, a little bit of damage here. Faker off to the side. Owner backing away. Just the tier 1 and the objective bounty taken.
This is a 5 versus 4. Zeus is just pushing in the top side of the map. That's their most fat member. He's not even there. On-hit Varus, Azir with Nashers, and a monster fat Jace.
And Zeus, full confidence play. There's no reason he needs to do that.
Last in a row that this guy has hit. He's monster fed, and he is just having them
Handshake back,
downloaded.
connected down to the wall. Zeus firing up with so much damage down. Go Zika. The pushback is massive. Gala knocked out at T1, eyes on the prize.
And it's the God of Thunder. He loves his lightning champions, and Jace was always his most iconic. And in this final game, Zeus shows why he still pulls it out.
Final push now, LNG, one last desperate hold, but they've got nothing left. And even as every other LCK team falls away, Faker stays standing. T1 stays standing. The last light of the LCK burns bright, and Busan is ahead to the semifinals.
With Jin and T1, none of it good. And it is also a really big pivot away. It out, but the timing window might just be there.
It's perfect for the setup.
369.
Now they know.
Total control of the lane, but just now sees Owner. Owner mounting up on the way in, looking to lock him up and take him out. 369 still standing for now. Will he burn the flasher or just accept his fate, trying instead to turn and burn onto Zayas, get a little bit more health damage. Just accepts his fate. First blood for the side.
Trying aggressively stack dragons, but they won't have the opportunity. We do see Knight already here. Doesn't look like T1 is going to be able to contest this.
Zeus going for the solo bolo, and he just gets the kill!
What? That is not a Comet diff right there. That's a Zeus diff. God of lightning, God of the top lane. He lays it down and
Getting low.
But opted for lethality. He's still relatively squishy, all things considered. Zeus still stepping forward with the Infernal Chain, looking for the lockup. Tempered Fate now coming in, isolating Knight. Knight right in the back line. Owner immediately with the follow-up engage. Zeus still standing. Now finally the bias going in, but it might just be too little too late. Knight, fancy feet to the back of the fight. Zeus ticking, burning, but the shutdown to 369. But now they're just fish caught in the barrel, waiting on the slaughter of the curtain call. T1 stepping in and dominating the in their favor. They're not willing to give up this Drake for free. Owner into the pit, and he will steal it right out of Kanavi's hands. Curtain call over the wall. There is nowhere for that buy to go. Guma now on a killing spree, missing, running for his life. Locked up into the wall. Equalizer used just to keep the support alive.
T1 make it look effortless there. They just come in, yoink, thank you so much for the dragon. Owner steals it away, and they also get the... Never mind, he gets a freebie back.
Staying a bit too long, stun now coming through. 369, careful not to overheat too quickly. Continuing to walk forward, making sure now he has the flame spitter to try to bring it back. Shockwave there, Carrier not quite able to connect. Maybe they have the damage. Faker's gonna be in trouble, missing now, pushing him back, trying to sacrifice. 369 burns down to the ignite of Carrier, missing, killed as well. And
Select, there's no pure big tank on the enemy team.
Temper Fate there.
A bunch of armor.
Should be an easy follow-up. Now Carrier taking his time, waiting for the wall to try to line it up. He doesn't even need to! JDG, this is such a tough angle to fight from. Continuing to stay around, continuing to stick around, willing to give up so many resources. The crash in mid lane already happened from the Herald. The tower slowly but surely crashing. Or rather breaking down now as Dragon still aggroed here. Carrier playing on the edge. Ruler going through the portal. Feathers fly, but to little effect as JDG just have to run the pullback over the wall. Now they're just trying to isolate and take out Zeus. Big gold influx for the side of JDG. Can they take the fall fight? Already the equalizer burned. Carrier running through the magical journey. Everybody trying to get out, but Owner will be denied. Owner cannot find the escape, but it doesn't matter because T1 are there in time. Missing, trying to fire back. Gumayushi out of ammo, desperately trying to reload, but here comes the kunai. Here comes Knight, the flash away to safety. 3 shots left in the barrel. Manages to lock him down, playing on the edge, missing. Has he stabbed
Faker's coming!
Far. Faker on the flank. No shockwave. A lot of help. Has to play careful here. Knight, no ultimate.
Needs to make his way out of this one. The lockup there from Guma from so far away. Owner coming in, the pullback on the Mystic, trying not to stick around for too long. One taken down already. Knight now going in, trying to turn it back. Guma says not. Lineup not quite there, but the captive audience now coming through. Mystic trying to back up. Shockwave pulling back just to kill the Alistair, but they get the tier 2 as well.
The range on this composition, baby. Look at those picks for T1. The cow is down, and they're going to get a free bottom tower. Look at the minimap. Zeus, free to split push to his heart's content. The last outer tower. The defense is here for JDG, crumbling.
Carry a perfect predict on the Shuriken flip means the lockup is there on a Knight. He goes into the Shroud. Kanavi ready to give his life to protect his mid laner. They're now going into the back line straight onto Guma. Locked up with a Temper Flame, doesn't quite connect to the Jin. Burns to the ground. JDG trying to hold on to hope, but here is Zeus. Here's the top laner right as they need him to crash down. The pull back on the Infernal Chains. Missing goes in, but he cannot find the edge. Ruler still stands, but he doesn't have the angle to attack. He doesn't have the angle into the fight. The Shroud will take Knight out to safety, and T1 stands strong despite... Tempered Fate onto Kanavi is big. The lineup is there. Zeus immediately going to look to knock him down. Can they find it? Kanavi now going right back into Zeus. Owner in the area. Big damage coming in for the Darkened Blade. Missing on the backside, trying to buy some space. With a Shockwave, it's clean. And in comes the curtain call. It is Zeus wreaking havoc on all of JDG to finish the fight. T1 looking to break over the base of JDG.
That's a clean ace. That's got to be the game. I think they can push for the end.
Halt construction on the Golden Road immediately. T1 have something to say about it.
From start to finish, they have been in the driver's seat from the creative pathing in the early game of Owner to shut down 369. T1 have their eyes on the prize, and the prize alone. A spot in the finals, or at least one game closer. T1 showing up massive in this first game. Missing, and Kanavi should not be enough. The Nexus, lower and lower. T1 drawing first blood in this series.
Sure is going to go Lafeldi, even facing Cassante. But I think the main thing with Senna and Kalista is that they're level 1.
Trying to stand between them and that huge achievement. Keria on the level 1 is going to lead the way with the Ash.
Sing taking so much damage. We're now continuing to free fire to Keria. Keria has to be careful. Will he be forced to flash over the wall? For now, standing strong. 369 on the backside. Has popped the Ghost. 1 Q stack going, but he can't really find an angle in. Has to be careful. Third stack missing incredibly low. Q through the creeps. Trying to pick up some souls. Owner getting lower and lower. 369 for Zeus up to the side, but Owner getting burned down. Owner level 2. He flashes in. They get first blood. It's traded back. Knight running for it. Outside. This game has it all. Now we got a Maokai gank in the bot lane. Ruler has to be careful. Just barely gets around the trap. But Owner stepping forward. The cleanse isn't going to be enough. Walking in. One more onto the King. Another flash in. Keria seals the deal. Missing. Trying to fire back with Keria. Blinking. Kanavi looking for one.
That's one.
Knocked down. We've seen the scene in Arcane. You know exactly how this goes. Flash in. Hits him with the fisticuffs. Double kill. Going over.
Help him get another turret plate.
Alting, no one there to body block for missing. That could be disastrous. Keria behind, Zeus behind as well. Kanavi going to be in trouble. Ruler now trying to run for his life, kiting this one out. Zeus keeping his eyes on the Callistas. Kanavi in the backside will find one. Knight with the shockwave, at least managing to lock down. Zeus using the Scryer's Gloom just to see if there's anything spotting him. Another aggressive engage here. Keria locked up though. Knight finds the shockwave onto one. The TP now coming in. That's 369 to the backside. Looking to isolate the rest of the team. 1 kill already going down. Guma off the ribs. Keria running for his life. Kanavi continuing to step forward. Pullback coming in. JDG have brought T1 into the meat grinder. They are tearing through them effortlessly. But Faker now looking to fight. Clearly much more worried about losing control on the Baron side. Kanavi going in. Immediate start of the fight. Faker now locked up. The pie does so much damage. Kanavi's early game lead put to good use here. The GA now coming out. T1, can they fight back? Zeus leaping in will get Kanavi in the end. 1 for 1 thus far. Zeus going back under the Azir tower. The rest of T1 now need to barrel into the fight, but it's eyes on Knight. Can he get more damage down? 369 in the midst of everybody. And he's going all out into the back line. Only the support left standing.
They're gonna push straight down mid.
And with 280 carries, there is no way that the Nexus isn't going to fall, and JDG come back with a resounding victory here in game number 2.
Game 1 about Owner's early pathing, about the team play, but game 2 has been about Kanavi and the dominance of JDG in fights. But that said, as good as the fight was, the good news is...
But Zeus is behind, they're going for it, T1.
for the angle. Missing could be in trouble here. Zeus on the backside looking to lock up, trying to take down a bit more damage. Infernal Chain's not going to be very effective. Knight going golden. Has a bit more space. Kanavi now on the way in. In goes Kanavi. And that should just be it. T1 holding on for dear life. Faker uncontested on the backside. Gumichi going golden, but he is going to go down. The flash out will not be enough. GA up just in time to keep Kanavi standing. It's a clean ace in the base of T1 as JDG will move on and close out game 2.
I saw Dagdo wince as soon as the Renekton hover
It's not what you want from your red side draft.
Minions to get level 2. Trying as quickly as they can to lock down some of these to level 2 now going in. Kanavi, good damage down on Naguma. Ruler flashing out of safety, ticking and burning, but he will stay standing. Missing! Gets taken down! Gumiushi, nice flash to get away from the piercing arrow and the 3 stacks. In the meantime, fight on the top side. 369 and Knight comboing together, catching out Faker. Kanavi getting one, and spin goes the monkey. The Cyclone coming through just in time to keep the fight going, but Zeus is not down yet. Zeus looking to fire back. JDG could be in trouble, missing, not firing forward. He's got level 6, but does he have the mana? The Herald does drop in the end. Knight still standing. The flick back is clean. He's living, missing. He gets the kill. He gets the red buff carrier now running for his life. Flash out from Knight to safety. Still
so far, T1 are going to go for the dive. Kanavi's going to try and answer.
TP now coming in, 369 staying alive for now, no dominance. The Gore Drinker healing now coming in, but Zeus goes in just in time. Hostile takeover will not connect on the real Kanavi. They're still focusing on Zeus. The bailout will not be enough, and they'll say kill Kanavi, not quite. Shattering strike, a bit more. Weaver's Wall coming out, isolating Owner. Might go for the 50-50, but it's absolutely Psycho flashes over the arrow. Faker goes in! It's incredibly clean. JDG with the counter punch. Can they get anything back? Ruler untouched on the backside. Dragon still standing, but Owner will take that away too. My God, what an engage from T1!
Owner, you magnificent beast! What in the world? He makes the engage happen and he secures the Dragon. T1. Whoa! My favorite story about Owner too is that his name.
And Zeus
going in on a Ruler. Ruler caught shopping. Oh no! And he gets the dust blade. It's too damn clean. Kanavi trying to get something back, but it might be too little, too late. The flick back coming in. T1 see their window of opportunity. Berserk, both 80s just hitting each other. Knight now run. Objective. They have the Ren Smite combo. There is no reason they should give this up, but Kanavi might just be able to take it. They're now trying to burst it down. The push over the wall doesn't connect, but it does not matter. T1 get the objective. Kanavi into the pin, and he will get taken down. 369 forced to run for the hills, and T1 have turned the game on its head.
369 running for his life, but Zeus is here.
Look for the slice. Trying to double dash through one. Not able to get the second. The Q3, the Darkened Blade cutting down. But now Ruler, maybe he can get more in the fight. Ruler now running down Zeus. Owner now running. Ruler trying to make up for the previous mistake. JDG looking to take the fight. Owner overstaying, over commitment. Faker hit by the air. Dragon, objective, getting lower. Weaver's Wall bringing Knight into the fight. The entire team split. Arrow going wide. That's massive. 369 going to the pin, trying to isolate and take out the jungler. T1 now need to turn. It's the hostile takeover connecting. Who can get the objective? And the steal coming through in time for Kanavi, but the fight is not done. Missing on the backside. Vulnerable on his lonesome, but JDG pulling back slowly, surely. They have no jungler, but they have the objective. T1 desperate to get more. They know they need to get something here. Pushing in. 369 over the wall. Knight continuing to poke. It's diligent. It is controlled. 369 now going in, forcing out the ultimate. Missing has been caught out. Missing will go down. The flash buying a bit more time, buying a bit more space, but he will get killed. It is only a matter of time. Zeus finishing up the fight. Absolutely is. Missing maybe now caught out again, just as you call it, Chronicler. But Kanavi in the meantime just trying to isolate Zeus. He needs to be careful though, because the rest of T1 is now coming in. Missing running for the hills, but he surely will go down. Faker grabbing the kill. 369 being forced out of the pit. Locked up. Cloud Rift. The next 2 minutes and 20 seconds, it is JDG who are favored. Not quite enough members in the mid lane to bully this tower down, but the empowered cannon minions will be more than enough. 9 on the bottom side, T1 just need to weather the storm.
And the heal is good in lane, but once you get out, it is very tough not to have the cleanse.
Zeus on the flank.
Zeus on the side. TP coming in, Faker looking to make the flank against Ruler! Owner goes in! And again, the combos are clean! The hostile takeover is damn well hostile! T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. 369 admits the entire team will get absolutely nothing! T1 in the clutch are too damn clean!
Baker predicts Ruler's flash. He gets there first. He catches him with the ultimate. It is a clean ace.
The T1 gonna go up to match point. And it's Faker that sets it up. Owner that knocks it down.
Just when you think that JDG are in total control, it wasn't even about the Cloud Soul. It was a single moment from T1 that gave them this game, that set them up for a match point. Missing, he won't be enough. T1 gonna break the base. T1 gonna move on to match point. A clean fight out of nowhere secures them their second game.
Dead. And let's not forget, it was this Zeri pick specifically that got
as well as the Iron Spike Whip. No level 6 again.
6.
Carry a flash to the wall, locking up Knight. It's a clean play. Flag drag, flash forward. Committing on to Knight. The shockwave now coming in. Faker turning it right back. First blood. Everybody getting out. That's a one hell of a magical journey. They'll get the kill back onto Owner, but now they're in enemy territory. Cosmic Binding is good, but here comes Kanavi. Locked up, nowhere for Faker to go, and JDG fire back, but Zay drop mid. Carrier still has the ulti to deny the charge, but JDG barreling in. A lot of members here might be able to break the tower anyway. Still, they're going to break it. 369 caught up. Oh! Gumayushi can go for the counter engage. The flash out. Carrier flashing forward. Will not connect on the stun. Faker on the flank. Herald's still there. Void Remora still there. Zeus finds the knockup. He finds two, but there's no follow-up. He gets out the Lulu wall. Kanavi now stepping in. Knight there. Shockwave comes back. The counter punch from JDG is too damn much, but T1 are still standing. What is he going to get done? Now trying to lock them up. Has flash out to safety. Owner buying a bit more space for Guma, but they're being forced to retreat. TP already used. Zeus waiting over the wall, trying to find the jungler. It feels personal how many times this man has managed to survive, but the fate is sealed of Kanavi. T1 managed the pit. They have zero tools to get on top of them quickly. T1 are determined to take the objective. It's getting lower and lower. There's a portal in the back of the pit. It's a goddamn good heist. Be the difference maker here. A good shockwave. The Zeri follow-up could be enough for JDG to take the fight, but for now they're focused on the objective. Owner zoning them away. 2.5k. It's getting lower and lower. They will burn it down. They get what they came for. T1, do they want to stay for the fight? Knockup coming through. Owner caught up. Flag and drag will take him out to safety. Kanavi burning on the back side. Owner still standing with Ruler with the lightning crash now trying to go in, but goes golden. Carrier buys a bit more space for the rest of the team. Arrows coming in from the bars. Ruler incredibly low, but maybe, just maybe, he can turn it back. But Guma's still standing tall. He can't walk into range. T1 starting to feel like an inevitability. Ruler, Zeri, not enough. T1 are running JDG in circles in these team fights. What? Taves flashing forward, just trying to deny, just trying to zone them away. Blood in their eyes. They want everything. They'll break the tier 1. And Zeus is just like on the top side of the team right where Owner lived. The lineup is perfect there. They've locked up Ruler. That's all that they need. Zeus now stepping in. Zeus desperate to get the Q3, but he cannot find the angle. Ruler now retreating. T1, will they go for more? Flashing from Owner. Kanavi now in trouble. Wild Growth coming out. T1 find the angle. Barreling down the top side with the Baron. Ready to break the backs of JDG. The magical journey for T1 coming through. And perhaps the golden road. Knight is locked. The crown will not stop that. And he's only a Knight. Faker knocking him down. Unstoppable. Forward to give up the soul. Guma clearing the mid wave. T1 a bit split. Eyes on Ruler. Eyes on the shockwave of Knight. Kanavi stepping in, flash to the side from Faker. At the cost of very little. Owner walking more, but Faker now dominating! Kanavi! A massive mistake! Carrier now going in, the Ruler's untouched! Goes golden and now Ruler! Looking to take over the fight, Ruler still standing, but Guma's still standing, Guma firing back! Ruler goes down! Guma's just better! And their golden road as it crumbles before them. T1, the onslaught will not stop! Third inhibitor goes down! T1 pushing in. They're not done. They've got the Baron still. 36 seconds. 5k Red Bull Baron power play backing them up. Zeus finding an initial knockup, just a bit of poke. A single misstep from JDG and T1 can instantly fully commit to the fight. It's the shockwave. Kanavi getting lower and lower, falling apart under the pressure. JDG's hope dwindling. They've taken down BLG. They've taken down LNG. It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL. And they like those odds as they move to finals.
Thank you for watching until the end. These were some of the greatest moments by T1 so far during Worlds 2023. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.